Hello, 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 my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola from Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want us to talk about accountability. Accountability. Being accountable. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Be accountable to a trusted person. Having someone to answer to keeps you on track when you lose excitement. Be accountable to a trusted person. Having someone to answer to keeps you on track when you lose excitement. Apologies, all right. Let's be completely honest with each other right out of the gate, all right? Just be honest. How many times have you started a brand new project, committed to a rigorous fitness routine, launched a creative endeavor, or set a bold personal goal with absolute fire in your belly? You felt unstoppable. You were excited. You couldn't even sleep because your mind was racing with possibilities. The initial momentum carried you effortlessly through the first few days, maybe even the first couple of weeks. And then, inevitably, reality sets in. The novelty, the newness of it all wore off. The work got hard, tedious, repetitive, boring. Obstacles appeared. Life got busy, tired, and complicated. That initial surge of excitement, that emotional high that made everything feel so easy, evaporated into thin air. What happens in that exact moment for most people? They stall, they procrastinate, they quietly negotiate with themselves to lower the bar or postpone the work until tomorrow, because no one else knows what they promised themselves in the quiet of their room. No one notices when they quit. See, it is easy to break a promise to yourself because the only person you have to face is the person in the mirror. And we are all masters of self-justification. We can talk ourselves out of almost anything if we are accountable only to ourselves. This is the dangerous illusion of absolute self-reliance. We believe that true strength means doing everything entirely on your own, never needing help, never needing supervision, and relying purely on internal willpower. But willpower is a fickle emotion. It fluctuates with your sleep. It fluctuates with your stress levels, your diet, and the weather. If your success depends entirely on you feeling excited every single day, your goals are built on shifting sand. This is the mind shift we need to make. We need to step away from the fragile myth of solo heroism and embrace the stabilizing power of structured accountability. It is about recognizing that human beings are wired for connection and that having a trusted person to answer to provides the anchor that you need when the winds of emotion shift. It is about understanding that being accountable to a trusted person keeps you on track, especially when you lose excitement. I want us to break it down, right? Why this works. The first thing I want us to say, I want you to notice is accountability bridges the gap between your emotion and the execution. See, excitement is an emotion. And like all emotions, it is temporary. Discipline and commitment, however, are choices. But when your emotional energy crashes, making the right choice feels immensely heavy. When you have a trusted accountability partner, you create an external anchor. Even when you don't feel like doing the work, even when the excitement is entirely gone, you know that on Friday afternoon or during your weekly check-in, you are going to have to look that person in the eye or send them that text message and report on your progress. That gentle, loving pressure creates just enough friction to push you past inertia. It bridges the gap between what you feel like doing and what you committed to doing. It also exposes blind spots and rationalization. See, when we are left alone inside our own heads, We are incredible at rationalizing our failures. We convince ourselves that we had a good reason to skip our workout, to abandon our writing, or to delay our project. I was too stressed. Oh, I was so tired. I wasn't in it wasn't the right time. I'm not in the right frame of mind. I will double my effort next week. And we wrap our excuses in sophisticated language that sounds reasonable to us. But a trusted accountability partner cuts through that mental bullshit with objective clarity. When you explain to them why you did not follow through, a good partner listens, cares, but also holds you up a mirror to you. They can gently spot the excuses. They remind you of your own long-term vision when your short-term frustration has blinded you. That outside perspective is invaluable because it refuses to let you lie to yourself. And number 3, having this accountability partner, it leverages the power of social integrity. See, as social creatures, we care deeply about our word. We care deeply about our integrity. We want the people we respect to see us as reliable, honorable, and true to our commitments. When you give someone else permission to track your goals, you harness that fundamental human desire for integrity. It is one thing to let yourself down. Disappointment with oneself is easy to brush under the rug, but it is entirely different to look someone who cares about you in the eyes and say, I did not do what I said I was going to do. That healthy, respectful fear of letting down a trusted ally is often the catalyst, the exact catalyst that keeps you moving forward on days when your internal motivation is sitting at 0. It also multiplies joy through shared victory. Accountability is not just about policing mistakes or checking off tasks. No, it is about celebration also. When you achieve a milestone, or you conquer a fear, or you finish a grueling week of disciplined work, sharing that victory with someone who witnessed your struggle makes it 10 times sweeter. They know how hard you worked. They know the moments where you wanted to quit. Having someone who understands the journey and celebrates your win creates a profound sense of shared triumph and deepens the human connection. So, how do you do this? How do you establish heavily effective accountability in our lives? I think the first thing you do is choose the right person. Do not pick someone who will blindly coddle you and tell you it is okay whenever you slack off and all that shit. But also, do not pick a harsh critic who will shame you or make you feel small when you stumble. Look for a trusted friend, a mentor, a colleague, a spouse who embodies a balance of radical honesty and deep empathy. They must care enough about your future to hold you to a high standard. And number 2, define the parameters clearly. See, accountability without structure is just a casual conversation. Be very explicit about what you are committing to. I'm working on writing my book and I need to write 3,000 words, whatever, every week. I'm committing to exercising 4 times a week. Define the metrics, all right? Define the timeline. Define how you want or how you will report back. And number 3, establish a regular cadence. Set a specific time for check-ins. It could be a 10-minute phone call every Sunday evening, or a quick Friday text message summary, or a coffee meeting every 2 weeks. Keep it consistent so it becomes a reliable rhythm in your life. And number 4, embrace radical transparency. See, when you report back to your partner, do not hide your failures or embellish your progress. Be completely honest. Just say it as it is. I plan to do 4 workouts, but I only managed 2 because I let work drain me. Honesty is where the transformation begins. Number 5, return the favor. If someone agrees to hold you accountable, be willing to do the same for them. Mutual accountability creates a powerful, supportive partnership where both people elevate each other. When you bring a trusted person into your goals, you inoculate yourself against the inevitable loss of excitement. That means you insure yourself against that. You build a system that sustains you when motivation fades. So, my fellow mind shifters, I challenge you today. Think of one major goal you are pursuing right now. Then, identify one trusted person in your life who has your absolute best interest at heart.